welcome. I'm Frank Gruber.
And I'm Jen Consalvo, and we are the co-CEOs of Established. Thanks so much for joining us today. We're really excited that you're here, from wherever you're from, in your living room, in your home office. We're excited that you could join us.
Yeah, it's definitely a challenging time for startups to survive and thrive, and we're here to support our community in every way.
All right, we're ready to get started. So first, we want to introduce our incredible panel of experts.
Amazing panel of experts.
Amazing panel. So excited.
Yes.
So first up, Jean Case. So excited to have Jean participate today. Jean is the chairman of National Geographic and the CEO of Case Impact Network. She is a businesswoman, investor, philanthropist, and impact investing pioneer who is a passionate believer in the power of business to do good and advocates for the importance of embracing a more fearless approach to innovate and bring about transformational breakthroughs. So in January 2019, Jean's first book called Be Fearless, 5 Principles for a Life of Breakthroughs and Purpose
A little too close.
was released. Like close,
Yeah.
but thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. We are thrilled to share that she sent a signed copy of that book to each of today's participating startups. Thank you so much for being here today, Jean.
Oh man, Jen and Frank, it's a delight to be back with you guys, and I couldn't be more excited to hear from these female founders. As you know, I'm a great champion of female founders. Normally, if we're in the room together, we bring a lot of energy and clapping to give them confidence before they go on. So virtually, I'm doing it for all of you.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. Everyone do their like Superman pose, Superwoman pose.
Yep.
Yes.
Thank you, Jean.
All right. Next up, we are excited to have Eric Bahn join us. He's the co-founder and general partner of the Hustle Fund, which is an early stage venture capital firm that invests in software startups at the pre-seed and seed stages, backing founders who exhibit great execution and high velocity, aka hustle. Previously, Eric was an angel investor and venture partner at 500 startups, and he's been part of our panels in the past. So welcome back, Eric.
Welcome, Eric.
Thank you so much. It's a great opportunity to be here. I'm so excited for this event, but I'm a little bit angry that you put me right after Jean Case, because that is like the worst position to be in to follow all that. But thank you so much.
I love your background too.
Yeah, this is my real garage. It's my real garbage cans and recycling bins. I do compost.
Oh, I didn't even notice that was a garage door. That's cool. It looked like you were in like an Airstream or something. I don't know. It just looked like really. It's cool.
Hey, we're all doing our best here through this crisis, right?
Exactly.
We're in it together.
All right. Thanks for joining us, Eric. All right. Next up, we've got Jessie Draper. She's a founding partner of Halogen Ventures, as well as the creator and host of the Emmy-nominated television series, The Valley Girl Show. Remember that?
I do.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
She's also a fourth-generation venture capitalist focused on early-stage investing in female-founded consumer technology companies. Jessie, great to have you here. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited about this. I've been excited, all month. And I'm really, really happy to be focused on female founders today. We invest in female founders at Halogen Ventures. We have 62 female founded companies, and they're doing really well for us. We had $200 million exits last year. And so we're betting on women as an opportunity and as a moneymaker. So for all of the startups today pitching, I would just say, think big, keep thinking big, build your billion-dollar business, and just get out there. Good luck.
Love it. Thanks so much. I love that that's a lot of companies.
I know. Thank you for helping to change the stats.
Yeah. Yes. All right. Next up, we've got Cheryl Campos. She's the director of growth and partnerships at Republic, a one-stop shop for founders to raise capital from both accredited and non-accredited investors. She's passionate about the intersection of finance, technology, and social impact, and is focused on introducing underrepresented founders to alternative funding sources in order to help their startups thrive. Thank you for joining us today, Cheryl. Welcome.
Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you guys doing this because it's much needed, quite frankly. Republic has 40% of female founders, and we want to continue pushing that up, right? We can never have too many. And if anything, I'm just so blessed that we can continue to have everyone around the world really invest in startups they believe in, and particularly democratize access to fundraising and investing. So pleasure to be here.
Awesome.
Great. Thank you and welcome. All right. Last but not least, we've got Phil Nadel. He's the co-founder and managing director of Forefront Venture Partners. He's a serial entrepreneur, angel investor, published author. He frequently speaks speaks personally, but also at events. He's also the co-founder, like I mentioned, of Forefront Venture Partners, which he co-founded in 2014, was formerly Barbara Corcoran's venture partners of Shark Tank fame. So we're honored to have you back. Phil, thanks so much for joining us.
Great to be here. Great to be back with you all, and looking forward to meeting some of these founders. This should be another great event. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, definitely. I always ask about backgrounds. It seems like what's that artwork in the background? I noticed.
That's a digital frame made by a company we invested in called Mural, which actually exited a few years ago to Netgear. But it displays great artwork from around the world, and it keeps rotating different pieces of art.
Oh, wow. We should get something like that. That's cool.
That's great.
Really great. Well, thanks so much, Phil. All right, now let's get started. This is what we've been waiting for, but I want to explain how it's going to go down. So we're going to have 2 minutes. The starters are going to have 2 minutes to pitch, and then the judges will engage in 8 minutes of Q&A. So we'll be able to talk to them back and forth. So have your questions ready. There's going to be a way for you to raise your hand and ask your questions, and we'll kind of try to go through everyone. And then also we'll have a surprise guest that will remind us each time that we're about at that 10-minute point.
Is she here?
Oh, I've been here all along waiting to say hello and good luck to all the startups. And don't go over time because I will be back to remind you. Good luck, everyone.
Wow. You should have spent more on the voiceover.
Yeah. But boy, she's looking good today.
Yep.
Bessie,
really,
we're so excited you're here.
Welcome, Bessie. Excited for you to be here. I love llamas. I wish she was here actually in person. That'd be amazing. All right. Next
All right. Without further ado, we're going to jump into our first startup. Based in Washington, D.C., we have Cherry Blossom Intimates. Let's watch their pitch.
More than 3.5 million women in the United States are currently living with breast cancer. 268,000 women will be diagnosed this year alone. Do you know a breast cancer survivor? Where does she shop for bras and prosthetics? Through innovation and inclusion, I've created Cherry Blossom Intimates, a business designed to help breast cancer survivors in a new way. I found a way to house an accredited medical facility within a lingerie boutique atmosphere. We specialize in prosthetics, but what makes us even more special is our offering of custom breast prosthetics. Using 3D printing technology, we build women new breasts, offering these prosthetics in 36 different skin tones. We can add freckles and veins. We can even customize her nipples. All of this happens in a beautiful space so that women can shop with dignity. Alongside of our prosthetics, we also offer bras in 200 sizes so that women can shop with their best friends, their sisters, their mothers, and their daughters. Our most popular bra size is a 40 band and a G cup. We accept all major insurance providers, including Medicare and Medicaid. Since opening about a year ago, we've helped over 3,000 patients and have done over $350,000 in sales. I've partnered with a breast surgeon who refers her patients to us, along with 18 other medical facilities that also send their patients our way. We're able to fulfill prescriptions for patients on an annual basis. I have a background in entrepreneurship and I've studied retail finance. I'm also a Forbes Under 30 list maker in the retail category and a former Miss DC USA. We pride ourselves in being a high margin, high lifetime value business as breast prosthetics are reimbursable and patients are able to fulfill their prescriptions with us each year. In the coming year, we are planning a 7-city tour where we bring these fit services to women through breast cancer survivor empowerment events. This is my life's work because I lost my grandmother to breast cancer and I remember her negative experience. Thank you so much for this opportunity and I look forward to your question.
So judges, please raise your hand and jump in with your questions and make sure you unmute if you are already muted.
Yep. Okay. Eric, go ahead.
First of all, Jasmine, congratulations on such a high impact business that you're creating here. My first question is more around what COVID has done to change your business, because it seems like this is such a great in-person experience and concierge kind of business. So what kinds of things are you experimenting with in this current environment?
So we've been really successful with virtual fittings. So because of COVID-19, there have been some changes in Medicare regulation, which allows us to operate more easily directly to consumers. So the first thing that we did after we closed our doors was reach out to our women who are eligible for prescription refills. That was over 30 women immediately, and we were able to ship them off their items directly. And then the following month, we were able to do another 30 as well, and our insurance billing continues amid COVID. So we've done the virtual fittings. We've also pivoted to ask our in-house physician questions. So you can chat with the in-house physician. She's hosted about 7 virtual webinars for patients and then for other doctors who will refer their patients once we reopen. And then we've been doing broad drawer cleanouts. We've been having girl chats and hangouts to build our community so that women can continue to keep us top of mind. We plan to reopen in the next 2 weeks on an appointment basis, and we've had great success. Even though we've been closed for 69 days, we've done about $19,000 in sales.
All right.
I think we're up for number 2.
Yeah, we're up for number 2. All right. Next up, the startup is where is it? Indianapolis, right?
Yep.
MITO Material Solutions, which we're excited to hear from them right now. Let's hear the pitch. Hopefully,
100 years ago, the most sturdy industrial materials were wood and metal. Today, the new standard is composites. A market worth $137 billion, composite materials include thermoplastics, carbon fiber, and fiberglass materials. And this industry is set to grow due to the lightweighting initiatives and wanting to push the limit without sacrificing material performance. But composites have their limitations too, mainly the glue or epoxy that holds them all together. The epoxy is brittle and can crack and lead to overall part life failures, which prevents composites from being the go-to choice of materials. Hi, I'm Haley Marie Keith, CEO of MITO Material Solutions. At MITO, we produce graphene hybrid modifiers that enhance composites through the epoxy. Our chemistry is unique, offering our customers the versatile ability to create tougher, lighter, and more durable parts without changing their manufacturing process. Now, compared to other leading technologies, MITO can push performance higher at lower loading levels and making us more accessible to cost-sensitive industries. And that's exactly where we found our market niche. Our current pipeline has over $124 million in total opportunity, with customers spanning the transportation, marine, and recreational sectors. In fact, our first piloting customer is a semi-truck trailer manufacturer who's looking to move away from steel sandwich panels to composites. Now, other additives didn't fit the bill, but with MITO, the goal of a lighter freight trailer that can reduce carbon emissions by 50% is achievable. This is due because MITO works with our manufacturing partners to distribute our product at volume as our customers pull us through the supply chain. The MITO team is balanced with technical and business expertise and experience in chemical manufacturing, sales, and composite integration, and we're backed by industry experts who advise us regularly. When I joined this industry, I realized that advanced materials were only for advanced industries, but today we're here to change that. Join MITO Materials in empowering all industries to use the next generation of materials. Thank you.
let's start with some judges' questions. Who's got the first one? Phil, go ahead.
Hi, Haley. It sounds like a very cool product. Not an area I really know that well, but can you give me a sense of what the competitive landscape looks like? I mean, what are the other options for companies that are considering this kind of solution?
Yeah, so there are competing technologies like carbon nanotubes, which are more tube-like structures. There's some nanosilica beads that are out there that are like little plastic beads that are being infused to resin systems to improve toughness. But ours is really a very unique product because it's a hybrid chemical modifier. So we have chemical and physical bonding points. We utilize a material called graphene oxide, which is providing some really great and beneficial properties. And then we also hybridize that with a POS structure, which actually creates the chemical bonding points. And so it's a different type of structure that we're utilizing. And other competing products in the marketplace right now are extremely expensive and targeted towards more high-end, high-performance industries. With MITO, the hybrid nature of our product and the way that we manufacture it is opening a lot of doors for multiple industry applications.
Do you have patents to protect it?
We do. We have 2 patents that we've exclusively licensed, and then we're filing additional patents as well.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Next up.
Pocketnest from Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Hi, my name is Jessica Willis. I'm the founder and CEO of Pocketnest. Pocketnest provides comprehensive financial planning to Gen X and millennials on a digital platform. And we do this by licensing our software to financial institutions like banks, credit unions, and investment advisors. I have 20 years experience in wealth management. I'm a certified financial planner, and I've co-managed $1 billion in assets for over 300 families. And I have seen a trend. 90% of millennials have gaps in their broader financial plans. And they're a generation that'll amass $46 trillion by the end of 2020. 67% of this generation are getting all of their financial advice from two non-financial sources, Facebook and Twitter. On the other side of this equation are the financial institutions who are trying to get in front of this next gen. But the financial planning process is a very time-consuming one, resulting in an industry that only aims to serve the very wealthy, making it inefficient to scale and serve the masses. Until now. At Pocketnest, we've created the technology that allows these institutions to provide a white label experience to their next generation, all in their own brand. With step-by-step guidance, Pocketnest takes a user through all 10 themes of financial planning. Users end up with a customized to-do list consisting of recommendations, education, and tasks. This information, in addition to all the information we learn about them, is shared digitally back to the financial institution serving them, the same institution licensing our software. Now, fintech's a credit space, we know that, but we know this industry and have yet to find a tool that's both digital and comprehensive, which is a must for any financial institution looking to serve the next gen. Making all of the financial companies out there and all of the fintech companies out there, not our competition, but our customers, making Pocketnest ripe for acquisition by any number of global financial companies. Now, our team of 7 launched our product in October. We've taken companies from pilot to full paying customers. We have 7 paying enterprise customers, and we've raised $700,000 of our $1 million round. We're growing at 24% month over month in total end users. Join our charge. Help us change the financial trajectory of millions of people. Thank you.
Hello there.
Welcome.
Great. All right, judges.
Looks like
let's jump in.
Yep. Phil?
Hey, Jessica. Very interesting. I guess I'm wondering, don't the larger financial institutions produce a lot of the same sort of content themselves? If you think about a JP Morgan or a Merrill Lynch, aren't they producing a similar type of content and making it available to their customers?
Not that I've seen. The wirehouses you're referring to are, they've got such a strong focus on investments and they're deeply rooted in that investment piece. I'm not seeing comprehensive financial planning, and certainly not in the digital tool. And even more so, not in a tool that they're putting in the hands of the next generation to drive that process on their own.
So we've already got 3 down, 3 out of 5. So here we go. Next up, we've got PredictivCare out of Bethesda, Maryland.
Hi, I'm Lillian Ting, co-founder of PredictivCare, the future of medicine today. The problem we're addressing is that 10% of serious diseases have a genetic component that could have been prevented. Our solution is to enable everyone to know their genetic predispositions to diseases so they can take preventive actions at an affordable price before symptoms appear. Now, we sequence 100% of a person's DNA and compare that with 16,000 diseases. Then we create a personalized genetic database with all your genes and associated risks, after which a physician can recommend preventive actions, treatments, and screenings based on your genetic profile. We also allow doctors to better detect underlying diseases earlier and have insights into a patient's genetic risk for adverse drug reactions. Thirdly, every step along the way, doctors get explanations with the most up-to-date genetic research, along with relevant patient risk alerts. In the US alone, we have an addressable market of $200 billion. And our initial market is in concierge medicine because we enable doctors to provide better patient outcomes while giving them an additional source of revenue and treatment options. We're in discussions with the largest concierge network in the US. We have a B2B2C revenue model where we charge doctors $1,500 per patient, including a 3-year subscription, after which it becomes $100 annually. Doctors charge patients an additional $1,000 for consultation and the cost of additional screening. Security and privacy are top priorities, and information is never sold. We have a fantastic team to scale the business with serial entrepreneurs and successful exits, and scientific co-founders who are experts in bioinformatics and genetics from Johns Hopkins University. Join us today to make predictive the next standard of health.
Welcome.
All right, questions from the judges.
Eric, go ahead.
Hey, Lillian, congratulations on such a cool company. I guess I have a bit of a philosophical question to start with regard to the healthcare industry. So in the United States, It seems that the medical system isn't necessarily designed around preventative care. It's more around like after the fact care.
Right.
And you're introducing something that's more oriented towards a preventative side of the thing, of the house.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering is there like a misalignment right now in terms of this timing for this business?
That's an interesting question. So what you're saying is true. Doctors are treating symptoms. That's why people come in. But I think there is a strong push for preventive medicine as well. And this actually is at the intersection of both preventive and diagnostics. So the physician has the platform. It can look at existing symptoms, and it can also tell you your preventive disease risks. So I would say that the goal is to essentially reinvent healthcare, change it from reactive to proactive. And I think we have an initial customer base that can really show in terms of the metrics that this is beneficial for healthcare insurances, that this will bring down health costs.
And we'll get on to our next company here in a second, out of my hometown,
Chicago.
Sweet home, Chicago.
Oh, and don't forget, guys, as you are all sitting there in the audience, not only make sure you cast your vote, make sure you sign up for Zoho, and also be thinking about what could you start with a .us domain?
All right, yeah, that's a great point. I've got
Right?
ideas. Yeah, definitely. Oh, and by the way, ours is .us. That's right.
Yes.
Yes. All right.
Judges, thumbs up if you're good.
Looking
All right.
Good. We got the thumbs up.
Then we are going on to our very last company of
Last but not
today.
least.
Yes, startup number 5 is ReThink Words from Chicago, Illinois.
Go kill yourself. That was a message that Rebecca Sedgwick, a 12-year-old girl from Florida, received on her social media. After being cyberbullied for over a year and a half, Rebecca couldn't take it anymore. She climbed to the top of her town's water tower and jumped off. Cyberbullying is a serious issue, and now with young people spending even more time online, a proactive solution to stop online hate is needed. That's where ReThink comes in, a solution by young people for young people. My name is Trisha Prabhu. I'm a junior at Harvard, and I'm the founder and CEO of ReThink, a patented app that detects and stops cyberbullying. Operating as a keyboard on mobile devices, ReThink works across all apps to detect offensive messages and give users a chance to reconsider sending them. So when a user tries to post something like, "You are so ugly" on social media, ReThink detects that message and then prompts the user, "Hold on, are you sure you want to post that message?" Our research finds that over 93% of the time, that alert works. So our competitors' parental control software tries to combat cyberbullying after it occurs. But ReThink stops cyberbullying at the source with the cyberbully before the damage is done. Our business model's primary focus is bringing the ReThink technology to schools. Through an annual subscription model, we implement and support a school-specific version of the ReThink app on school devices. Now, in addition, of course, anyone can download the ReThink app that's currently free, but we're looking to monetize that distribution channel through an in-app purchase for parents. Today, via partnerships with organizations like the US State Department, ReThink has reached 5.5 million students in 1,500 schools internationally and been featured on everything from TED to ABC's Shark Tank. From here, the potential for growth is enormous. So join us. Together, let's conquer cyberbullying.
She's on her way. Here she is.
Trisha, you're with us.
Yes. Hello. How are you?
Good. Welcome.
Great to have you here. All right, let's jump right into questions.
Who's got the first question? Phil?
Yeah. Hey, Trisha. It's a really cool product, very interesting, and solves obviously a real pain point. I like how it's more proactive than the competitors' reactive solutions. That's great. I'm wondering, how do you get the students to download this app? What's their incentive to do it? And is it does it interact? Does it work with all kinds of messaging apps?
Absolutely. Two great questions. So first off, as a 20-year-old, I developed this product when I was, 15. I'm not naive. I know that, young people, it would be great if they woke up and, they're like, it's time to download ReThink. But we know that's not likely. And so that's why we focus on bringing ReThink to those individuals who oversee teen device use, schools and parents. And so they kind of act as like our buffer to then reach these adolescent populations that we think really need this technology. With that said, I think a lot of teens from an incentive standpoint, when they're faced with the trade-off between parental control software and ReThink, which empowers them to make the right decision instead of having a parent read their texts, they really prefer one over the other, and that's what our focus groups say. And I think too, teens just really relate to this idea of, gosh darn, why did I do that? I really regret making that decision. I think a lot of, I certainly have, in my youth made decisions where I went back, why did I do that? And so I think teens really relate to this product and feel like it understands them. And so, we're totally conscious of that. And that's why we try to focus on schools and parents. And then as for your second question, sorry. Now I'm sorry. Would you mind repeating the second question?
Now I don't remember what my second question was. That's a really good question.
Yeah. I apologize.
That's okay. Jessica, go ahead.
You talked, first of all, this is amazing. Really great technology you're building and so important. And I feel like that's the right time to catch them too. It's just like a little tap on the shoulder.
Yeah.
So can you talk a little more about monetization? You mentioned that you were hoping to monetize by having them download an app that costs something, but how do you see that down the road playing out? And what have you thought about in terms of other monetization strategies?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have already monetized, and our revenue model is based off of bringing the ReThink technology to schools. So what we do is we implement and support a school-specific version of the app in these schools. We provide them 24/7 tech support. We provide them aggregate data and analytics on how the technology is working with their students. And we provide them an educational curriculum that's K through 12, grade specific, that they can then use to teach digital citizenship basics to their students. And then in return, schools pay us an annual fee that ranges between $500 to $1,500 and is dependent on the size of the school as well as financial need. So that's kind of one component of our revenue model. The second component that we're trying to monetize is the individual download. So right now, if you go to the Google Play Store, the App Store, and you download ReThink, it's completely free. But what we've noticed in our focus groups and in talking with parents is they want a more comprehensive ReThink experience. They want the opportunity to get data and analytics. How is the app working with their child? They want to have features like the ability to disable their child from switching off the ReThink keyboard onto another keyboard. And so we're planning on packaging all those features into an in-app purchase, which is scheduled to release in December of 2020. And we're hoping, at $1 a month, $12 a year, this will be a bargain for parents who need some sort of software solution to try to tackle online hate and want their kids to build responsible decision-making skills.
Announcement.
Yes.
Winners.
All right. So we got our People's Choice Award winner, which everyone on the internet has been voting, and they'll obviously receive a silver microphone to put in your trophy case. And the winner just came in hot off the presses here. People's Choice winner is Cherry Blossom. Congratulations to Cherry Blossom, People's Choice Award winner. Really making an impact there out of Washington, D.C. Thank you so much. Great pitch. All right.
And the winner of today's Startup of the Year virtual pitch competition.
Female founders,
who will receive a gold microphone trophy and automatically advance to the Startup of the Year Summit this fall is, let's have a drum roll. The winner is MITO Materials. There she is.
There she is. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Would you like to say a word or two?
Thank you. I'm so excited. I really appreciated your comments, your feedback, and thank you so much. This is great. I'm really excited.
Awesome job. Definitely making an impact. I also want to talk to you about RVs later because I know that's your past as well. We talked about that when you weren't there, so we'll have to riff on that.
And I would say if you haven't looked into it yet, both NASA and the Air Force will be very interested in what you're doing. So look forward to talking to you about that too.
I'm very excited about growing my network in those spaces.
Fantastic.
Excellent.
Congrats, your trophy is on the way.
What's that, Eric?
So awesome that you're representing Indy as well. It's one of my favorite towns.
Yeah, we're really excited. It's been a really great move we just made, and we're really proud of it.